Hello students, today we'll study the last poem of the book Flamingo, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers by Adrienne Rich. So let me tell you something about the poet. Adrienne Cecile Rich was born in 1929 and she left this world in 2012. She was an American poet, essayist, and a staunch feminist. She was one of the most widely read and influenced poets of the second half of the 20th century. Here, in this poem, she talks about a woman's experiences in her married life. She has tried to explore the inner feelings of a woman who is living under the dominance of men. So let me read the first stanza. Please stay with me. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. Now, meanings of some of the difficult words of the stanza. Prance means to jump over. Topaz is a transparent yellow stone used in jewelry. In Hindi we call it Pila Pukhraj. Denizens means dwellers, inhabitants, residents, Nivasi. Then world of green, here it means green forests. Beneath, as you all know, under, नीचे. Sleek means shining and well groomed. बिल्कुल चिकना और बना ठना कोई चीज उसे स्लीक कहते हैं. Chivalric means honorable and brave. शौर्यपूर्ण. Certainty here means confidence. Now I give you the explanation of this stanza. Here the poet is talking about a lady whom she addresses as aunt, and her name is Aunt Jennifer. Aunt Jennifer is embroidering a piece of cloth. It could be a tablecloth or a wall hanging. The pattern of embroidery shows tigers who are moving and jumping around all over the fabric. They are bright yellow in color, just like the color of the topaz stone. तो यहाँ पे पोएटेस बता रही हैं कि एक लेडी हैं, उनको वो आंट जेनिफर बोलती हैं. वो मैरिड हैं और वो एक कपड़े पे कढ़ाई कर रही हैं और टाइगर्स का डिज़ाइन बना रही हैं. टाइगर्स बड़े खूबसूरत हैं, टोपैज पुखराज की जैसे पीले रंग के हैं. Now here she has used a simile to compare tigers with topaz stone. So she has used a simile to describe the color of the tigers. Now tigers are in the green dense forest backdrop. जो कपड़े का बैकग्राउंड है जहाँ पे टाइगर्स उछल कूद कर रहे हैं वो एक ग्रीन जंगल का बना रखा है क्लॉथ में एम्ब्रॉयडर करके. So it is looking very striking and very phenomenal. The dense green forest background is the home of tigers. They are the proud and fearless citizens of that forest. Now here a contrast is shown between Aunt Jennifer and her tigers. The tigers which she is embroidering in cloth. The tigers are fearless, but this lady who is embroidering them is not so. The poet says that this lady is not fearless. So whom do you think does she fear? She probably fears her husband. And the poet further says that the tigers are elegant and they are shining and full of grace. Now, you can also think that the threads which are used for embroidery, they are silken threads. So they are also giving a shine to these tigers. So now I'll start the second stanza. Please pay attention. Here I go. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Now, some word notes. Fluttering means moving about or trembling, kaapna, fluttering. Ivory, as you all know, is made of ivory, means हाथी दांत. The tusk of the elephant, जिसकी हम नीडल्स बनाते हैं कढ़ाई या बुनाई करने की, वो आइवरी की बनती हैं, हाथी दांत की. उसी नीडल्स से आंट जेनिफर एम्ब्रॉयडरी कर रही हैं, वो आइवरी की बनी है. पुल मीन्स खींचना, ड्राइंग. मैसिव, हैवी, भारी. बैंड इज अ स्ट्रिप, या फीता. नाउ द पैराफ्रेज गोज लाइक. So, in this stanza, the poet says that her fingers are trembling with the fear of her husband. She says they are fluttering. Now, why are they probably fluttering? Because she is doing her hobby of embroidery, and probably the poet feels that her husband will not be very pleased to see her doing this, so he could scold her. So, as the lady is scared of him, she feels that he can come anytime and he can scold her. That is why her fingers are trembling. She is pursuing her hobby in her free time, but probably she is still afraid of her husband who could scold her. She further says that her fingers are so tired of working endlessly all her life. She has been fulfilling the obligations of her married life, that she is so tired now. Even the tiny needle is so heavy for her that it is difficult for her to pull it out of the cloth doing the embroidery, doing the needlework. This needlework is a very tough task for her. Further, she says the uncle's wedding band. So why is she referring to as uncle's wedding band? Because probably her husband purchased it for her when they had got married, and even today it is his only, because the lady is not in such a position that she can afford such a wedding band. It was purchased by her husband, and even today she is dependent on him, and she is burdened by the weight of this ring. She has been living a demanding life, due to which she has worn out in her old age. तो इस पूरे स्टैंजा में बताती हैं पोएटेस कि आंट जेनिफर अपनी मैरिड लाइफ में अपने हस्बैंड से दबी हुई रहती हैं, सप्रेस्ड रहती हैं, और किसी तरह से उनके साथ रह रही हैं, और उनको इस तरह से दबाया जा रहा है उनके हस्बैंड द्वारा कि वो जो नीडल है जिससे वो एम्ब्रॉयडरी कर रही है वो इतनी भारी लगने लगी है उनको, थकान की वजह से, स्ट्रेस की वजह से, कि वो उसे क्लॉथ से बाहर नहीं निकाल पा रही हैं. तो ये इसमें बता रखा है. नाउ आई कम टू द थर्ड स्टैंजा ऑफ द पोएम. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. Notice some difficult words in this stanza. Terrified, scared, frightened, petrified, threatened, bhay, atankit, terrorized. Ringed with, here it means surrounded by, encircled, घिरी हुई. Ordeals here means difficult or hard experiences, struggles, कठोर अनुभव. Mastered by means controlled, put under. Panel is a board, patta. In this stanza, the poet says that the lady wished to live a free, fearless life, which is portrayed or indicated by her choice of her design in the fabric, that is tigers. She has chosen tigers because tigers live a free life in the vast forest. It shows her innermost desire of being strong, fearless, which she has been overpowered by her husband. She has been overpowered by her dominant husband, by her overbearing and domineering husband. She has been suppressed. She has been repressed by him. And she has been living a demanding life. She has been attending to all the orders and commands of her husband. She has been fulfilling all the desires of her husband. She always remained in his beck and call. And probably the poet feels that the ordeals of this lady will end only upon her death. Then she says her frightened, shaking fingers will be put to rest. All her life she has been working, and she can only take rest when she dies. But still, she feels that even after her death, the ring will still be there on her finger. This massive, heavy ring will be there on her hand, which suggests that the desire of the lady to live a free and fearless life will never be fulfilled. It can only remain alive in the tigers which she has embroidered on the cloth. तो पोएटेस यहाँ कहती हैं कि आन जेनिफर अपने हस्बैंड द्वारा बहुत ज़्यादा सप्रेस की जाती हैं, और उनकी ये जो ऑर्डील है, ये जो उनका जो संघर्ष है इस मैरिड लाइफ का, ये उनकी डेथ के साथ ही ख़त्म होगा. और शायद डेथ के बाद भी उनका संघर्ष ख़त्म नहीं होगा. वो उनको सुकून डेथ के बाद भी नहीं मिलेगा. तो जिस तरह की लाइफ वो चाहती हैं, आज़ादी की लाइफ, ये केवल उनके द्वारा बनाए हुए, एम्ब्रॉयडर किए हुए उन टाइगर्स में ही जीवित रहेगी. उनकी ये इच्छा उन टाइगर्स के थ्रू ही जीवित रहेगी उस कपड़े में, और कोई गुंजाइश नहीं है कि वो कभी आज़ादी या फ्रीडम और फियरलेसनेस की लाइफ जी सके. So this is all about this poem. It was a very small but interesting poem. So see you again in my next video. Till then, please revise this. Take care.